The fourth episode of the series is where the female characters of the series transition from silent supporting participants to empowered key players, which explains why the old man still suffers from bloated male-dominated exposure syndrome. Yes, the final sequence of the episode features a scene-stealing showcase for Amy Brenneman's Zoe, and Alia Shawkat's Angela is breaking under the strain of her double life. But I think more time might have been devoted to exploring these aspects of the plot rather than John Lithgow's protracted hints about how much he truly knows about Dan Chase. Episode 4 of The Old Man continues the gripping tale of Dan Chase in the past and present as the former CIA agent evades the authorities' efforts to find him. Dan attempts to carry out an ambitious plot to retaliate against Faraz Hamzat in the episode titled 4. Harold Harper discovers the Afghan warlord's genuine motivations in the meantime. The episode contains several unexpected turns and unsettling scenes that will leave viewers wanting more information. Here is all the information you require regarding the events and conclusion of episode 4 of The Old Man. The opening scene of the fourth episode features Dan Chase rescuing Zoe McDonald from the trunk of his car. Dan informs Zoe of the circumstances and gives her permission to speak with her son. In order to avoid implicating Zoe and her kid, he asks her to tell her son that she is being held captive against her will. Dan and Zoe continue their adventure together after the call. Dan Chase has vanished, and Agent tells Harold Harper and Agent Angela in the interim. Harper and Angela have a talk during which Harper starts to have doubts about Angela. Dan is later told in a covert conversation by Angela that Harper is going to meet with Faraz Hamzat's attorney. She says Harper thinks Hamzat is after a secret piece of information. Dan rejects the idea and believes Hamzat is after Chase out of a personal grudge. Dan declares his intention to travel to Los Angeles. He informs Angela about the danger posed by Hamzat. Dan and Zoe pretend to be Mr. and Mrs. Dixon while they are traveling. Dan has investments in a large corporation that serve as his main source of income while using the false name. Dan aims to carry out his strategy to remove Hamzat by meeting with the company's CEO. A flashback reveals that in the valley, a Hamzat battalion led by Beeler was ruthlessly routed. Dan advises a counterattack because he believes Hamzat's adversary is being helped by Russian special troops. Julian Carson calls Harper in the present and requests payment for his unsuccessful effort to kill Dan. Carson, however, claims that Harper's rank may contain a mole. Dan was informed of the hitman's coming because of the mole, which caused the mission to fail. Arriving to meet with Nina Kruger, Hamzat's attorney, are Harper, Agent Waters, and Angela. Details of Harper's immoral activities in Afghanistan are revealed by Kruger in a memo. Hamzat threatens to expose the document to various government departments if Harper defies his instructions. Harper, on the other hand, puts out to Kruger the idea that Hamzat is only looking for some information. When Kruger tells Harper that Hamzat wishes to have a face-to-face meeting with the FBI assistant director, Harper's hunch is later shown to be accurate. In a flashback, Dan arrests Sulaiman Pavlovich, one of Hamzat's adversaries, after taking revenge on them. Dan is presently preparing to make a hazardous equities move in an effort to attract Pavlovich's attention. Dan aspires to defeat Hamzat with the aid of Pavlovich as a result. Harper boards the aircraft in the last scene of the episode to meet Hamzat. He makes a suggestion, nonetheless, that he is aware Angela is the spy operating within his ranks. Dan meets with Gregory and then heads back home. Gregory declines to support Dan in his hazardous equity play. Dan's attempts to catch Sulaiman Pavlovich's eye are so futile. Dan arrives home to find Zoe waiting with dinner. Although it appears that Zoe has recovered from her shock upon discovering Dan's reality, she still has a surprising trick up her sleeve. Zoe reveals that she has obtained the divorce form of Mr. and Mrs. Dixon and plans on sharing it with Dan's company. The revelation of Mr. Dixon's divorce will lead to an investigation of his assets and would strip Dan of the company's support. Therefore, Dan is forced to go on the back foot. Zoe then explains that she wishes to become an active part of the situation that she and Dan find themselves in. Zoe asks Dan to transfer half of his assets to her name. Dan is apprehensive of doing so as it would directly implicate Zoe in aiding and abetting Dan. Moreover, it would also make Zoe a target of Dan's enemies. Zoe, on the other hand, is adamant about participating in Dan's business. If Dan doesn't agree with her demands, she says she'll leak the divorce documents. Dan's offer to Zoe ensures that they both face the same threat as one another. The agreement would therefore increase Zoe's faith in Dan while safeguarding her son's future and making up for her difficulties. Dan is compelled to modify his already convoluted strategy in order to satisfy Zoe's outrageous expectations. However, Zoe's presence can influence the business to support his efforts to persuade Sulaiman Pavlovich to hire him. However, only time will tell if Zoe and Anne's risky move pays off.